Hi, Mitchell Dale. I'm joined by Eric Groth for Rugby League Week TV, and this is You're the Judge. All right, getting straight into it. Number one, Beau Scott. Did he deserve to be charged or suspended for the extra attention he gave Jonathan Thurston last weekend?
I don't think so. I think if you look at every case individually, not terribly bad, maybe a little tiny bit late with the shot into Thurston's ribs, and it's something that should be addressed, but I don't think suspension just on this case alone.
No, look, it's part of his job, isn't it? I mean, that's his thing. He has to harass the playmakers.
Pretty much, mate. Coaches tell, I've been in rooms in video where coaches tell you to take the playmaker out whenever you can. So as brutal as it sounds, it's rugby league and that's what we play.
Okay, so you say Beau Scott's just doing his job. So do the fans. Only 35% said he should have been charged. An overwhelming majority, 65%, said no, he was right to be let off. Okay, number two, the Dragons. They have had a horrible start to the season. They're 0-2. They've scored 8 points from 2 games, which is the worst start attack-wise for 15 years. So we asked, are they headed towards a wooden spoon?
I think it's a little bit early to be calling wooden spoon for the Dragons, although going off their first 2 games, you could very well, not be mistaken for saying something like that. I think the beauty of rugby league is no one can really pick it, and all these experts say they can, and then things change. And I know Parramatta in 2009 were tipped to come near the end there, and we ended up making the grand final. So too early. So I'm going to say no, they're not going to get the wooden spoon. Yeah,
well, the fans agree with you as well. I think probably a few Dragons fans got on there. 67% said no, they won't, and they believe it's a little bit too early to be writing off the Dragons after a fortnight of footy. Okay, and number three, speaking of tough starts to the year, Ben Barber, he has struggled a little bit so far in the 5'8 jersey as he gets used to a new club in a different position. We asked, was his 2012 Dally M medal a fluke?
No, it can't be a fluke. It's an amalgamation of good games played. It's not like he just did a one-off, and it's not like you're having a one-off good year with 80 minutes in each game. He dominated for that year and he deserves it, so it's definitely not a fluke. He might be comfortable in the 6 at the moment, but that's going to take time. Put him back in a hole-hitting position maybe, that's a different story, but there's no way that was a fluke. He deserves it.
Okay, well, the audience, 55% of them said yes. In fact, it was a fluke, 45% on Ben Barber's side. So, interesting one there. I think we should still give him another month or so, as you say, just a little bit more time to warm in to the position. Anyway, that's been You're the Judge for this week. We'll be back again next week.